The Dallas Mavericks are gearing up for a massive shift as their offseason weaknesses are set to be overhauled. We are looking at a revamped Summer League roster that could feature exciting talents like Moussa Sis and John Poulikitas stepping up to fill critical rotation gaps. Expect fireworks as young players like Tyler Smith and A.J. Johnson fight to prove they deserve a permanent spot in the big leagues.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the PopSockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
From the NBA sidelines to leading the charge at the collegiate level, Kaleb Canales is officially the new face of Weber State basketball. After an incredible journey through the NBA coaching ranks and a legacy built on hard work, he is now focused on restoring glory to the Purple Palace. It is a bold new chapter for the program, and Canales is ready to prove he has the vision to lead them back to the top. Draft season is heating up, and NBA expert Nathan Grubel has identified the perfect target for the Dallas Mavericks to pair with their young core. Keaton Wagler is being hailed as the ultimate fit, bringing a unique blend of playmaking and scoring that could make him the ideal successor at point guard. With a game that mirrors elite talent, he could be the missing piece to unlock the next level of Dallas basketball. We are breaking down the biggest moves and insights you need to stay ahead of the game all season long. From the latest roster battles to the high-stakes drama of the draft, we have you covered with all the intel. Do not miss a single update as the season unfolds, so make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell for notifications. Ever feel like your favorite team is just one summer league breakout away from total transformation? For the Dallas Mavericks, that dream is becoming a reality. We haven't seen a .500 record in Vegas since 2019, but with the roster depth they are building, that ugly streak is about to go up in smoke. Now, I know what you are thinking. Is Summer League actually worth the hype? When you have talent like John Poulikitas in the mix, the answer is a resounding yes. This guy was a revelation late in the season, proving he is arguably the most confident shooter on the roster aside from Klay Thompson. His floor-spacing gravity is a cheat code, and whoever the Mavs snag in the draft is going to love having him out there. Then you have the grit. Moussa Sis is a free agent, but if Dallas is smart, they lock him down. He brings that high-octane rim protection that makes life miserable for opponents, and as a third option behind Lively and Gafford. That is a luxury most teams would kill for. We are also looking at guys like Tyler Smith and A.J. Johnson, who are at massive crossroads in their development. Smith showed he can light it up with that 20-point explosion, while Johnson is fighting to prove he is more than just a raw prospect. If you bundle these guys with the upcoming draft class, Dallas isn't just sending a squad to Vegas. They are sending a legitimate foundation for next year's rotation. This is officially must-watch television. Are you buying the hype on this young core, or is this just standard off-season optimism? Smash that subscribe button and let me know in the comments. Could this group be the secret sauce that takes Dallas back to the finals? Ever wondered what it takes to trade a multi-million-dollar NBA career for a blank whiteboard and the daunting challenge of college hoops? Meet Kaleb Canales. Most of us know the name from his historic stint as the first coach of Hispanic heritage to lead an NBA bench, or perhaps from his time coaching a young Damian Lillard during his Rookie of the Year campaign. But today, the bright lights of the NBA arenas are being traded for a new mission, restoring the roar to the Purple Palace at Weber State. Canales' journey is the definition of the long game. This is a guy who once famously went from a $35,000 a year high school teaching salary to zero income just to snag an unpaid internship in the Portland Trail Blazers video room. He didn't just climb the ladder. He built it rung by rung: video coordinator, player development, assistant coach, and interim head coach. He's seen every side of the professional game, from the high-stakes G League grind to the tactical chess matches under coaches like Rick Carlisle. Here's the twist. After nearly 2 decades in the association, Canales found himself at a crossroads. He was slated to follow his longtime mentor, Scott Cross, to Georgia Tech, but the Weber State opening felt like destiny. It wasn't just about the job, it was about the fit. And let's be honest, in the modern landscape of college basketball, with the transfer portal and nil chaos, Who better to navigate the storm than a guy who spent years managing rosters that changed on a daily basis? Canales isn't just looking for another paycheck. He's looking for a legacy. He wants to turn the D Events Center into a nightmare for visiting teams once again. It's a bold move, a risky move, and honestly, exactly the kind of shakeup a storied program like Weber State needs. Do you think Kaleb Canales has what it takes to bridge the gap between NBA-style coaching and the unpredictable world of Division I college ball? Drop your predictions in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that subscribe button, because the road to the tournament starts right here. What if I told you the Dallas Mavericks already have the missing piece to their championship puzzle, and he isn't even in the league yet? While all eyes are on the Cooper Flagg sweepstakes, NBA draft expert Nathan Grubel just dropped a bombshell recommendation that could change everything for Dallas: Illinois guard Keaton Wagler. With the Mavs currently hovering in that 5 to 10 range in lottery odds, Wagler is emerging as the perfect tactical weapon for this new era. Let's talk about fit. At 6'6", Wagler is the quintessential modern combo guard. He's got the vision to run the show, but the shooting stroke, clocking in at nearly 40% from deep in college, to play off the ball next to a talent like Kyrie Irving. Imagine the offensive versatility. Wagler learning the dark arts of guard play under Kyrie's wing, acting as a secondary creator alongside Cooper Flagg, and eventually transitioning into the full-time floor general. It is a developmental dream scenario. Now, sure, he isn't the most explosive athlete in the class, and he definitely needs to hit the weight room to hold his own on the defensive end. But look at the comparisons. We are talking shades of Brandon Roy and Tyrese Halliburton. He thrives on high basketball IQ, creative angles, and the kind of team-first leadership that turns good teams into dynasties. Plus, with Dallas's elite wing defense already in place, they can afford to let him grow into his role without needing him to be a lockdown defender from day one. Grubel's endorsement isn't just noise. It's an expert analysis of how a specific player's temperament and skill set align with a specific franchise's identity. If Dallas lands a mid-lottery pick, passing on a guy who fits the Flagg timeline, this perfectly would be a massive oversight. We're talking about a guy who elevates everyone around him, the exact archetype needed for a championship run. Do you think Wagler is the final piece of the Dallas puzzle, or should they hunt for a more traditional point guard? Smash that subscribe button and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Because if the draft lottery breaks their way, the future in Dallas is looking a whole lot brighter than anyone expected. If you thought the NBA regular season was just a waiting game for the playoffs, last night's showdown between the Charlotte Hornets and the Dallas Mavericks proved exactly why you should never look away from your screen. It is Thursday, January 29th, 2026, and the hardwood was absolutely electric as these two squads clashed in a battle that had everything: momentum swings, defensive grit, and a closing stretch that kept everyone on the edge of their seats. The energy in the building was palpable from the opening tip-off, signaling that both teams weren't just looking for a win, they were looking to make a statement. It's fascinating to watch how these tactical battles unfold in the middle of the season. Coaches were pulling every string they had, testing rotations and defensive schemes that we usually only see when the stakes are at their absolute highest. The Mavericks looked to assert their dominance early, but the Hornets showed the kind of resilience that really defines a team's identity. You could see the hunger on both sides as players traded bucket for bucket, turning the game into a high-octane chess match of pure athleticism. Watching this game reminded me that every possession truly matters, even in January. It is these gritty, grind-it-out performances that build the foundation for a deep run later in the year. Whether you were pulling for Dallas to solidify their positioning or hoping for a Charlotte upset to shake up the standings, you certainly didn't leave disappointed. What did you think about that final sequence? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this recap, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an update on the latest NBA action. In this league, the only constant is that you never know who will turn into a superstar on any given night.